two teams from the NL. We'll see the Atlanta Braves as they play against the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on 2K Sports.
Person you love to watch out there on the mound, Derek Lowe. He'll be trying to baffle hitters in this one. And it's John Maine, their starter. Well, Steve will be watching now. What's his approach going to be regarding this Atlanta lineup?
I got a chance to watch John Maine pitch in this ball game, and he's a guy that likes to rely upon that high fastball. It's not an overpowering pitch, but deception in his delivery allows him to get swings and misses. Then he'll throw a slider off of that as well, but you have to force him to throw strikes if you're a hitter.
Now we'll see the lineup for the Braves, sponsored by Pepsi. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, every team has changes in their roster every single year, but when you look back the last 15 years at the history of the Atlanta Braves, the one constant has been Chipper Jones. He's a run producer, he's a power guy, he's also a Gold Glove defender at third base. He has been the complete player for them in his career.
And now Nate McLeod. He's leading off the game. We get set for baseball.
Number 24, Nate McLeod.
The pitch from Maine. First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Well, Gary, they're going to have to watch the slider, and that is his put-away pitch right here, so you've got to be able to guard against the break on that pitch.
That one's drilled to short, and Reyes makes the catch.
Well, Gary, I mean, the other reason this guy's slider's so good, other than the movement on it, is the fact that he can throw it where he wants. He starts it on the corner and breaks it off the plate.
Prado's at the plate.
Well, injuries took an incredible toll on the Mets in 2009 and certainly played a significant role in what was a very disappointing season.
Line drive. That's foul towards first. Talking about the Mets' 09 season to forget. Kind of an unusual number that they were first in stolen bases and last in home runs.
Yeah, that's something without Jose Reyes.
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. That falls in. First hit of the ball game for this club. And now we'll take a quick look at the Mets. This is how they line up on the field. What do you like out there, Steve?
David Wright has really improved himself defensively. At times early on, he was a little bit too aggressive, but now he lets the game come to him, and he can make every play you need at third base.
And it's Chipper Jones in the box now. For his career, 321 off the Mets. And there's the second out, a double play. It's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. And the Mets, their first chance coming up. And out on the mound, we'll see Derek Lowe. He's starting for Atlanta. Steve, as he faces this Mets lineup today, what do you think his thoughts are?
As a hitter, when you face Derek Lowe, you have to think about getting him to elevate his pitches. He works the bottom of the zone looking for groundouts. You want to try to work ahead of the count and get him to bring the ball up in the zone so you can drive it.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
At the belt, Lowe kicks and throws. And it remains 1-2. One-two pitch coming. Here's a swing and a line drive. And Escobar able to get to that one. And Luis Castillo to bat.
Well, over the years, the Atlanta Braves have had the New York Mets numbered. In 2009, it was no different as the Braves really dominated the injury-plagued New York Mets.
And Lowe's pitch is too low. Taken for a ball. And Braves and Braves fans love it when you can beat the Mets, and they went 13-5 against them last year.
Well, Chipper Jones didn't name his son Shea for nothing. That used to be the Mets' old ballpark, and that just shows you when you name your kid after a team that you really pound on their stadium, you know that's going to continue no matter what year it is.
And there it is. That's their first hit of the ball game. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out.
Well, it's a pretty good pitch to hit right here, and he gets the good part of the bat on the ball. Now he's in scoring position with just 1 out.
And here's Jose Reyes. He had a very solid 7 for 21 last year off the Braves. First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
Well, listen, the one thing with a good sinker ball, a pitcher can be aggressive, and he's aggressive with his. He really could be a one-pitch pitcher just with this sinker.
Here's the pitch.
1-2.
The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 swung on by Jose Reyes with no contact.
He pulled the string right there. Must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
Jason Bay, he's got a runner in scoring position. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So Derek Lowe holding him down. Works his way out of the first inning. And it's Troy Gloss now to lead it off. Now in his 13th year in the bigs.
Troy Gloss.
The pitch from Maine. First pitch a slider outside, 1-0. The 1-0 now. Lined right at the second baseman. And Gloss retired. And Ryan McCann up.
I think a real reason to have hope for the Atlanta Braves this year is the fact that in 2009 they were a tough team to beat on the road. That's a good sign because it means they have maturity about their game.
And Maine's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1. The Braves veterans we were talking about on the road, 46 and 30. Swing and a liner to right center. And that'll put McCann on at first. And that brings up Yunel Escobar.
Well, he waited for that one to get deep in the zone, and he put a good swing on it. Now, with 1 out, let's see if they try to move him along. Well, the big knock on Yunel Escobar is every once in a while he loses his focus and he doesn't hustle. If he learns, this kid's going to be a star for years to come.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. The Atlanta Braves hoping that they can get the 600 at-bats out of Escobar this season. If they do, those numbers are likely to jump up that were very good last year.
Well, they really were, and they are going to jump up because I think he's finally learning to play hard. And when he does, he could be one of the best shortstops in the National League.
Yunel Escobar, and he's gone. Strike 3 on a swinging strike.
K-Cam shows 85 miles per hour on the velocity and not much movement at all.
And we're going to see Diaz here. Last season he had a big 348 against the Mets. And Maine's pitch looked at for a strike, 0-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
He lets that fastball go by for a called strike, 0-2.
Well, he's in trouble right here, Gary, and he knows it. He knows he gets a little overly aggressive on the 0-2 pitch. Let's see how good a pitch they give him.
He was able to ring up that K, and that's going to get him out of the inning. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. The Braves. Leadoff hitter, David Wright.
Number 5, David Wright.
And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball.
And when he can keep that thing down and away, it's nearly impossible to hit.
It was a called strike of the knees, 1-1.
He threw that one exactly where he wanted it, down and in.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Can you say ground ball? That's what that sinker down to the zone is meant to do.
There's a swing and a miss, but he's headed for first. And out. The catcher makes the play.
It's a great play, Gary. Pitch in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, does a great job retrieving the ball and gunning him out at first.
If you're a pitcher, you never want those strikeouts not to get recorded. Good play to be able to get the out at first base. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. And Lowe misses outside, taken for a ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and lined up the middle. And that gets down. Murphy's got a single. And that's going to bring Jeff Francoeur up.
Number 12, Jeff Francoeur.
One down, runner at first. Hit hard to second. Gets one at second. And two. They pull off the double play. So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Second inning over. Move on to the third.